All right. Here we go. Ladies, hey, as you enter, you're more than welcome to put a little blurb in the box just to let people know what niche you're in, what you do. It's always interesting. You guys know that connecting people is my jam. This is my coaching club. So basically I wanted to create something from the Empowered Connections networking club that I do, right? Plus the Align event that I did. So Jacinda came to my Align event and Michelle came to the Align event as well. I was like, actually, there's a little bit of a gap, which is the coaching. And I do have, one-on-one coaching. This is the price point, a little bit higher. So I was wanting to create something that was accessible for people where I could answer them and they didn't have to wait. It's not a program. So you have to wait for week 4 before we do branding, and you have to wait for week 6 before we talk about podcasts or whatever. You can actually just rock up with what is relevant to you specifically in your business. And I will answer you. This is in the Facebook group or on the once a month call. So I put together a geeky presentation to show you guys. So you're welcome to interject. I'm just recording this for a few people that couldn't make it, but you're welcome to interject with questions. I will have time at the end for questions. And then I will also have time, if you have time, for some rapid fire answers if you have any specific questions for your business, so you can get a feel for my style. You probably already get a feel for my style. It's pretty direct and pretty fun. And I love, me. I want to change the world. And so this is part of what I'm doing. So let's go. I'm going to screen share with you my dorky presentation. Let's do it. Here we go. Here it comes. You should see it in a moment. Okay, just give me the thumbs up once you can see it. Here it comes. Okay, thumbs up. Sweet. All right, you guys can just unmute yourself if you have any specific questions. And I think I should be able to see if anyone else comes in the room. I'll just open up my chat box. I don't know how to open my chat box. From here. Okay, here we go. Okay, so this is me. You guys, most of you guys know me. Some of you might not know me that well. Natalie Cutler-Welsh, speaker, author, impact entrepreneur, 10 years in business. So one of the things about this club is I genuinely feel that whatever you guys have going on in your life or business, pretty much, I'll be either able to answer you and help you or point you to someone who will. Probably 2 things I don't really know about is hiring staff and Facebook ads. So pretty much anything else you throw at me, I feel like I can definitely help you out along the way. As one of the members of the coaching club, you can just ask anything, anytime in the Facebook group. So it doesn't include one-on-one, but it does include lots of group stuff. So it's time to align and also to amplify your life and business. If you feel that way too, then join us in the Align and Amplify online coaching group. Here are a couple of things we are going to be doing. So every week I'm going to be having a specific theme or focus. So I will give you guys some things to think about. Like I will be actively saying, hey, this week is the focus is this, but you can similarly come in with any questions that are relevant for you, even if they're not related to the theme of the week. So social media stuff, which of course is a multifaceted topic. Group coaching, like I said, it's on Zoom, so you can do it from wherever. If people happen to come to Auckland, we might get together now and then, or some of you Tauranga people might get together. Visibility is a huge part of what I do. So really, this is for people who want to be more visible. And often the more I understand about you and your business, the more I can create some really cool opportunities for you. Also working on other things that come into business, like mindset stuff, motivation. How do you stay motivated? How do you keep moving forward? How do you take time to actually rest and recuperate? So it's got the life stuff as well as the business stuff. Looking at collaborations, who can you collaborate with? Who can I connect you with to amplify your impact and create more income and create more impact by tapping into other people's ideas, audiences, etc. Like together we rise type of philosophy. Also making sure that your pricing is aligned. So we've got Michelle here. She's into accounting and the Midas Touch mentor. We're going to look at your business ramp. So making sure you've got some entry level stuff, some freebie stuff, some low level stuff, some medium, and then something in the higher price point bracket. I had a client a couple of years ago and I gave her homework to create a $3,000 package. And she took a quick inhalation of breath and she was like really tense about it, but she rung me, you know, this is like, I think 6 months down the road. And she's like, remember back when you told me to create that $3,000 package? And I was like, yep. She goes, well, I just sold a $15,000 package. I'm like, awesome. So I will challenge you. I will have accountability, but that comes in different shapes and sizes for different people, depending on where you're at and how long you've been in business. So what I'm really wanting to help you guys do is ditch the busy and move, and we will look at daily routines and boundaries that will come into it, but really just getting out of that busyness that is not productive. I'm just going to stop the screen share, guys, because I can't see. Oh, here we go. I can't see if anyone's waiting to get in, so I just want to check. No, we're fine. Okay, now I'll come back. Any questions so far? I'm just going to message. Okay. Anna's going to join, but she can't actually join this call, but she's going to join the club. And Queenie G can't join this, but she's going to join the club, but that's fine. I'll just message Teresa. Okay. So we're going to ditch the busy, focus on the good stuff. You guys heard me say at the Align event, like, if you don't love it, don't do it, right? I feel so often we spend time doing things that don't bring us joy. And so part of this is helping you guys to let go of some things that aren't bringing you joy. And the question I asked you again at the Align event, what are you ready to courageously create in your life or your business? And what are you ready to lovingly let go of in order to make that happen? And again, this is something we're going to help you to do. Maybe there's a few things you've been clinging to that aren't really serving you. We are going to look at one of my favorite topics, which is personal brand. So looking at how you're showing up, like physically how you're showing up, energetically how you're showing up, languaging, messaging, marketing, all that stuff. And really helping you to hone in on who your people are and what is your vibe so that you can truly attract your tribe. We're going to be looking at some techie stuff. So some, but not all of the people in the club are going to want to learn about live streaming. Maybe you want to learn about LinkedIn or Reels on Instagram. I'm a total geek. I know about all those things and I'm happy to help. So here are some things that are going to help you to align and amplify your life and business that we will be focusing on. Crystal clear intentions, right? What are your intentions? What are you trying to create? What are you wanting to create? Having courage and taking empowered actions. This is the opposite of busy, right? Empowered actions, intentional choices, and taking action moving forward, not just like doing a bunch of stuff on your to-do list. Making sure that your message resonates, having offers and pricing that are aligned with your experience and your superpowers. I like Margot, I use the term superpowers because I know you're a strengths finder coach, but I use the term superpowers. So let's talk about money. So how much? So some of you already know this, but working with me one-on-one, so private coaching, this is the business ramp. At the up here, it starts at $1,500. That's like a 1 month thing, or I do a 1 day immersion. So for some of you, maybe that's a better option. But then I also have a 5K and a 10K. So we're talking, thousands of dollars for the one-on-one stuff. What I wanted to do with this is I wanted to make it accessible. So how much? Early bird until September the 1st, 97 plus GST, which means it's 111. And that's a monthly membership. So if you join on the early bird, even when the price goes up, which it will after September the 1st, you stay on the early bird as long as you stay in the club. If you decide I want to leave for a couple months and come back, the price will most likely be higher. So, but I just want to honor like the price that you start at is the price that you stay at. Why am I doing that pricing? Well, partly I was like, am I crazy to do that pricing? I wanted to make it accessible. I'm ready to call in my people, and I'm on a mission to help 1,000 people help 1,000 people. And that's how I amplify my impact. So if I can help you guys to help all the people you're going to serve, then that can help me to amplify my own impact, which is exciting to me and not exhausting, right? We don't want to exhaust ourselves and try to do everything ourselves. I don't want to have to serve all your people. I just want to help you do an amazing job and be in alignment and stay motivated and not overwhelmed in serving your own people. So here's my answer. If anyone's thinking, oh, I don't know if I can afford it, I'm not really sure. I'm like, hey, you know what? Make it free. If you tap into the coaching, if you ask questions, if you take empowered actions, you will easily earn well over an extra 111 a month. Like hopefully add a zero, right? Like hopefully you'll make, $1,000 extra a month by doing some of the things we're going to be talking about or more. So that's a really cool way to think about it. So let's talk about what it includes to be in the club. Group coaching, like I said. So when you jump on the Zoom call, which we do once a month, that you can ask anything you want. You're going to get to know each other as well. Sometimes people might not be able to make that call, and we'll talk about when it is in a moment. That's fine. The Facebook group is open. Like you can jump in there anytime and add a question, put a video in, put a post in, and I'm going to be checking the group twice a day. So, and weekdays. So I might glance at it on the weekend, but I'll generally try to keep to some good work boundaries there, and encourage you guys to do the same thing. We'll have a weekly theme. Like I said, there's a whole bunch of topics we can cover, but partly I will be guided by who's in the group and what it is that they're curious and wanting to learn about. So while I do have a plan about doing this, that, and the other topic, I will also be guided by what questions are coming up. And that will help me to give you guys the content you need. So there'll be Facebook interaction and feedback for you. There will be a monthly Zoom call. There'll be accountability. There'll be support and sisterhood. So you get to meet some really awesome people as well. When are the Zoom calls? So what I'm doing is I'm thinking, I haven't firmed it up yet, but I'm going to do either the second or the third Tuesday of the month at 12 to 1. And basically the first bunch of people that join, we're just going to decide. So if you guys want to comment now, if you are thinking, yeah, this is sounding good, like I think I might join, just let me know because it'll help me. If the second or the third Tuesday of the month at 12. So I'm doing it at midday because some people have a job. So it means they can take that 12 o'clock. It's just once a month and they can be there on the call with us. Otherwise you can watch the replay. And that's why I chose to use a Facebook group, not a Telegram chat, because I want to be able to post videos for you guys to watch in there. So yeah, comment in the chat if you have a preference. When I looked at the calendar, the only difference is for the second Tuesday of the month overlaps with school holidays, which may or may not affect people. And the third Tuesday of the month does not overlap with school holidays, but it's closer to Christmas. So it's December the 20th. So that's why I'm just going to go with the first bunch of people to help me make that decision. So here we go. Also in the club, visibility opportunities. Here, just a snapshot of a few people that I interviewed back in the day. I am launching my new show. It's called Wake Up Your Woo. That might be suitable for some of you and not for everybody, but that's really cool. So I'm also looking out for visibility opportunities. Oh yeah, here comes Tracy. So I'm looking out for visibility opportunities for you guys. And the more I get to know you, you're on my radar, the more I can help you. Not only get the visibility, but maybe give you some tips for like how to maximize visibility opportunities. You might have some opportunities come up. You might be speaking on a podcast or a summit, but there's a few things you definitely want to think about to maximize any sort of visibility opportunity. So I talk about pre-promotion, I talk about post-promotion to make sure that you have the impact you want. So whether visibility looks like, to you just a couple of posts on Facebook, or it's starting your own live stream show or your own YouTube channel, or being interviewed on someone else's, or doing your very first Facebook Live, or starting a series or running a summit. These are all the types of things that you can ask questions about. Now that won't be relevant for everybody, but for a lot of the people I work with, they're kind of getting ready to be more courageous and speak more of their truth. And so those are topics that come up a lot. So what are you ready to courageously create and lovingly let go of? Tracy, I'm glad you could join us in your life and your business, right? You don't need to answer me now, but these are the things that you're going to be thinking about in the club. In fact, we're going to probably kick off with a question like that, really just getting people to think about what do I really want, what I feel called to create in my life and business, and how can I do that? And then I can help you actually make it happen. I am about action. I'm also about love. If you don't love it, don't do it. So here are some next steps. We're going to go into some Q&A right now. I'm probably going to, I'll stop the recording, but so you guys can just feel free to ask whatever you want. Go into some Q&A. Let me know if you're in. I will send you the link to join. It's not even a fancy sales page. Like, it literally just takes you to the Stripe checkout. Otherwise, I did have someone ask me to invoice her, so I can do that. I can send you an invoice if that's easier. And it is a membership, so it'll be a recurring invoice. You can stay as long as you like. Early bird ends on September the 1st. Oh, bonus. Okay, I added a bonus. So whether you join or not, if you invite a friend and you hear this presentation and you're like, oh my God, this would be perfect for so-and-so, or I'm going to join, but I think my friend so-and-so and so-and-so would love this. If you want to invite a friend or connect me with one of your friends, and they end up joining, then I'm going to gift you one of these 3 things. And it's one essential oil, a copy of one of my books, or a wake up hack. Value $20. Well, actually 25. Okay, awesome. Thank you for listening to my lovely presentation. I'm excited to be working with some of you ladies to help you amplify your impact while staying aligned with who you are and how you want to show up. So I'm going to stop the screen share. I'm going to stop the record, and we're going to go into some Q&A.